Alright guys, before I hop on the bike, I'm looking, well, I'm going to show you my finger's going to point to what I'm going to talk about. As you can see underneath my little mount for my phone, there's a little nut for your triple tree. Well, that's the stem. And I was complaining about, just looking at my, it's just dirt. I was complaining about the clicking noise I was hearing. Yeah, the brakes do it, but as soon as the bike is warm or you use the brakes a little bit, it goes away. But the clicking noise wasn't going away. I thought I had it all figured out, but I didn't. So what did I figure? Well, I just said, you know what? Let's for shits and giggles, let's check the torque rating on this nut right here. And basically, like I said, it's the steering stem nut. And it's supposed to be 66 foot-pounds, and it was like 30. And as soon as I tightened it up to 66, it was, all the noise is gone. No more clicking, no more nothing. Yes, you get that brake once in a while, but that's as soon as you hit the brakes once, they just got a little slop in them. I don't know why. Just type of, I guess, stylemas are like that. But yeah, so I fixed that problem, guys. Yeah, so I just wanted to, where we at? We're in Clayton here, and gonna hop on the bike, go for a meetup at the pretty big bike meetup. Maybe I'll get some photos of it and we'll see what it's like, but it's pretty big. And let's hop on the bike and we'll talk more about the steering stem nut. All right, guys, so we're back on. Yeah, so yeah, steering stem nut. Who would have thought? I had the bike on a stand and everything, and I was pulling on the forks, and I didn't feel any slop in it, but obviously 30 pounds is not enough, and it needs to be 66 foot-pounds, something some of you other street triple guys might want to check. I just think it's kind of more of an anomaly. I went over a lot of other bolts on the bike, and everything seemed right to spec, but that was out a lot. No more clicking, no more nothing, just the brakes. Once they're warm, the brakes don't even make a noise now. But I knew it was something more. I thought it was the brakes. Other people were telling me it was the brakes, but let's get going. Other people were telling me it was the brakes because they had that issue, but I just felt it was something different. Anyway, yeah, just trying to get my bearings. I'm gonna head to this big bike meetup, DEMS 2. I don't know if you ever guys heard of it. Well, obviously, if you guys are listening around the world or whatever, or across the country, it's not going to be something but the local guys will know. So, and yeah, just trying to get my bearings. Anyway, so yeah, can you believe it? That's kind of just like, wow. Steering stem nut off by 30 pounds. Got to go through a little town here. Yeah, and yeah, 30 pounds. Hey, but it wasn't like it was a loud click. It was just something it's something I felt in the bars. I used to feel it when I would get a hard stop. It didn't always do it, but now it's totally gone. I mean, I've been just pounding on the brakes. You definitely feel it with if you get on the brakes hard, and it's like right now, nothing. Amazing. There'll probably be a lot of traffic on this road, so I'm going to try to avoid it and hit some back roads, but we'll see if that happens. Whatever. So yeah, I don't know what else I'm going to talk about, but maybe it's just kind of good to talk about the street triple. And guys, if any of you guys have had street triples, whether it's older versions or newer ones, have you had any issues with them? Let's see, is this what I want? No. Any issues? Just like something like this that is definitely an anomaly. I can't see a lot of guys complaining about this. In fact, I've never seen anybody complain about this, but some of you guys may want to check it. If you have that, if you have that kind of, it was just weird. It just felt like the forks were moving. It felt like the stem was moving. That's what it felt like to me. So, but let's see, guys. Sorry about that. Just trying to figure out to get out of some of this traffic and hopefully somebody won't shoot in front of me, and yeah, let's do what I want. Anyway, yeah, so any of these issues that might come up, you know, small ones, I figured, you know, I mean, some guys don't post, you know, about stuff like this, but I figured it might help the next guy that has a weird front end click, or just move. You feel like a little bit of movement, and might want to check your steering stem nut. So, I guess, you know, I'm always bragging about Triumph quality, and I'm very impressed with their overall quality and type. But I guess somebody overlooked this, so I'll have to chalk it up being 3 minor issues. Well, I guess it's not a minor issue, because that boy, those brakes are loud on that thing. That could have been catastrophic, I guess, over time, having that much play. And I got to open the shield, get some air in here. It's not too bad today. It's like 85 degrees, but it's not humid like it has been, so it's pretty nice. It's gonna be a nice ride. But yeah, so, you know, I have the stalling issue that it hasn't come. You know, I put another 1,000 miles on it. I haven't had that come back. So that's kind of nice. The brake issue, which I get that little slop, but it's only like, you know, when the brakes are cold. Once the brakes are warmed up, they don't get that. The clicking noise, which I thought was the brakes, well, that was the steering stem. So now you're up to 3. So I guess those are the 3 issues. That would be, I guess you would call them reliability issues. I wouldn't call the brakes one, but I would definitely call the steering stem nut and the stalling definitely could be an issue. Otherwise, the bike, I haven't had to bring the bike back for anything. Yeah, my GPS is trying to tell me to go faster, but I haven't heard any, you know, haven't had any issues where I have to bring the bike back for anything else. I don't want to bring the bike. I don't like dealers, guys, and I don't want to bring the bike if it's a major problem. Like, I think I said that in my last video, there was a major recall on the valve spring retainers. So, but my bike is not on that. Doesn't have the VIN number that is not in with those. I guess they're mostly European deals. Anyway, so I figured I would post this. I wasn't sure I was going to post it, but I think it was a smart thing to post because, you know, do a video on this, because if somebody else has this problem, it's an easy problem to fix. I happen to have it was a 38mm socket. I have a torque wrench, so it was very, very easy to fix. I did have to take the bars off. You can't really get to it without removing the bars, the handlebars, but it's really not that big of a deal, guys. And some guys were, I think one guy mentioned that my bars were offline. He said he looks at them. It's the camera, guys, that because I have it on wide, and so it may look like the handlebars are off, but they're not. But there's a little mark. I don't know if you guys can see my finger. There's a little mark right there that tells you where to line the bars up, so they're right at the factory setting. So you don't even have to mark them yourself. The mark is already there, and so it's a really easy deal to do, guys. If you want to check, I think that, like I said, the socket 38mm, and obviously you need a torque wrench. But even if you don't have a torque wrench, you get a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, and you'll see you can get movement out of it easy. 30 pounds with a 1/2-inch drive ratchet is really nothing. So, but anyway, that's it for the tech tip for, and obviously I'm kind of happy that I figured out the issue. You know, because you don't want to have issues down the line. I'm sure it would have caused issues down the line. And I'm thinking, well, oh, damn it. I always do this. Hope I didn't lose anything. I gotta pull over, guys. What I forgot to do, guys, which I do all the time, I forgot to zip my little tail bag. So I might have lost something, who knows. I'll pull over, check it out, see what it's like, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, we're back, and we didn't lose anything. So yeah, I once in a while I forget. I was I had to stop at a mailbox. I was at a post office right then when I first started the video, and I was just putting my camera equipment on and blah 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 blah, and I forgot to zip the tail tidy. tail tidy, the tail bag. Anyway, so yeah, so that's I'm heading over to. I kind of forgot what I was just talking about. It's more about the tech tips or issues that you could have with a bike, and maybe any of you guys that watch it, something you want to look out for, or you something you want to mention about any of your issues that I can look at on my bike. I would be much appreciated. Yeah, so this place is the last time I went to one of these it's DEM2s. You can look it on Facebook. No, it's a private one anyway. I don't know, but it's supposed to be a Raleigh, North Carolina, a bike meetup, and it seems like every year it just gets bigger and bigger. I just kind of found out about it this year. I kind of knew about it, but I never realized it was so big. And the last one I went to was like, I didn't have my camera. I did have my camera. I just screwed up the video. I had the camera. I was all set to do a video. There must have been 250, 300 bikes. There was bikes everywhere, and it was a hot, humid night. It was just so humid out. But yeah, it was. Let's see what we got here. Looked like a road glide. Anyway, yeah, it was, and so there was so many bikes. Now tonight it's going to be really, really nice. I don't know how big this parking lot is, but hopefully these guys don't do anything. Yeah, nice. And it could be crowded. I don't know, but I'll take some videos, some quick videos. I know a lot of you guys are not into looking at the other bikes like that, because I've made some videos, you know, at Cycle Gear and stuff, and I know it's not a big thing, but I'm going to video them anyway because I like looking at a lot of bikes. These meetups are just huge, really huge. Anyway, all right, guys, we'll be back in a bit. All right, guys, we're getting close. I don't know where this place is, but I'm sure I'll find it. And I'm a little early. All right, guys, I'm here, but I just couldn't. Oh, I think this is my buddy. Yeah. All right, guys, this was like a really nice place, guys. Yeah, I kind of screwed up. I just didn't know where I was going. I had no idea how to get in here, and I got yelled at. Well, friendly yelled at. Anyway, we'll be back later, guys. All right, let's take a look at all these bikes. There is just a ton of bikes here, so I'm just going to walk around and not talk much. And this is just the first half, guys.
Yeah, it's lots of rolls, you know. And one thing I realized, I shouldn't say this, if you get dirty, it's kind of like it is.
Road glide. And a 765. That's just an R. I have a RS, guys, as you know. I love these bikes. I wish my neck could handle it. All right, so that's just one run. I'm just going to show you how many bikes are here, guys. I have to run this thing. Like I said, I'm not going to. There's just too many bikes to stop in each one. Not at a BMW. I'll tell you, man, those BMWs are calling my name, but I couldn't deal with it on a regular basis. 20-minute ride, that'd be it. Let's shoot over here. There's an RS. I like the RS. It's a nice kind of a touring bike, but still sporty. I should be counting, but maybe I'll count the video one before I do the editing. All right, guys, so we're going to fade into, and we're just going to fade out a little bit, and I'll show you the rest of the bikes. All right, so this is a cool looking Indian. This is a brand new model. I really like this. This would be a cool cruiser. Hayabusa. More Hayabusas, but let's just go look at the rest of the bikes. They are 4 deep.
I just wanted to.
All right, guys, just to show you how it is. It's 2 deep here, but some parts are 4 deep. This is crazy. I'm surprised I haven't heard about these guys last year, because you know me, I like riding with people. All right, guys. This is 3 deep, but this one is 4 deep. And there's a ton up there, so I'm just gonna walk over to my bike, and you can see the bikes up here. This is just crazy, guys. Crazy. Raleigh, North Carolina. I mean, there's just a Nighthawk. How cool. Jeez, it's just everything is out here. Now this is the ultimate BMW, guys. But alas, my back, it's not my back, I just couldn't handle the the neck. My neck would just hurt. But how about this, guys? This is just a sea of bikes. Really, really cool. So hey, I will talk more when I go on the way home, just for a couple minutes, because it's going to get dark and it gets grainy when it gets dark. All right, guys. Okay, guys, we're leaving. This place was jamming, as you see from the video, and we're gonna hit the road now. It's a little bit empty, and yeah, good times. I like coming out here. These pretty cool with all these bikes here, and Nighthawk. I think I think there's a Nighthawk over there. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gotta get home. And yeah, you just seen the video. It's like, what is it? 2 hours here or something, maybe 3 hours I've been here. Oops, didn't put my, like I do this all the time, guys. I didn't put my chin strap on. But yeah, so it's, there must have been at least 200 bikes here. Hopefully I know how to get the hell out of here. I couldn't figure out I didn't even get in here. But now I know, so we'll see. Let's start this baby up. But it was good. Anyway, guys, I hope you kind of enjoyed that kind of my video with the mix of tech stuff or you know, tech tips and stuff like that. But not really tech tips. Which way to get out of here? I guess it's this way. It's kind of cool, guys, just trying to get out of here. Yeah. Whoa. So I think it wants me to go this way, but I'm not sure. Nice. Yeah. I don't know any of these guys. I just kind of pulled in with them. Those guys are all riding together, I guess. I'm going one way, they're going the other way. That's it for today's video. Hope I could have helped somebody. I know I said, I don't know what I was saying when I left, but I hope I could have helped somebody out with it. And we'll have another video out, I don't know when, but I just thought it was a good idea to post something like this and a video about the steering nut, and then, you know, check out Bike Night with Dems too. It's a good time. There's just so many bikes, and I'm always like to look at lots of different bikes and, you know, meet new people. It was really cool. All right, guys, that's it for now, and we'll have another video out soon.